If you've been playing Space Engineers, particularly on a PvP server or just even against some AI grids, then you're going to want to defend your base or ships. You're going to need something like this. Hey everyone, my name's Captain Jack and welcome back to my channel. Today we find ourselves in Space Engineers and we're talking about anti-invasion guns. If you're on a planet and you want to defend your home base, you're going to need some hefty weapons because who knows, someone's going to be sending a capital ship, maybe even troop deployment ships or even frigates, something like that. You're going to want to basically punch back and hold on to your teeth at the same time. This is by Acanthus, and it is the AFP ship-killing weapon, I guess we can call it. It's basically a dual railgun ground installation. That's the way I'm selling it to you. It does have a technical name, but, you know, this sounded more fun. I've got a couple of set up here. We may have tested it a minute ago just to make sure it was working. We're going to be showing you guys some tests as well, and some ship destruction in this video once we give you a tour of the ship. It's a Generation 1 installation. It's been released on the Steam Workshop. You can check it out there if you want to. Block count's on about 5,000. PCU count is on about 2,600. And it is survival ready. It is made fully for survival use. If you're playing on a public Space Engineers server, or your own private one, or even my public server, click that Discord link, then you can use one of these grids there to actually make this possible. Speaking of a grid, let's take a look. Obviously, the big feature is the dual railguns here. Then we've got the paneling system at the front to sort of like have this muzzle off here and sort of hide those away. Nice use of the passage block here to hide that away, and also using more paneling to basically hide and shield the railgun. I do like the use of the scaffolding blocks here. It almost creates a sort of energy capacitor look that's going on. Not too quite sure about what's going on top here, but I guess it works. There's also the camera as well. We know where the camera's there, so we can see when we're firing stuff. This is set up using a rotor which is sort of hidden in the grid there. We do have reactors on board and also the hydrogen engine and an O2 engine to allow for hydrogen fuel and batteries to store things like that. Very nice. There's one over there I put in as well. I sort of just buried this into the floor, so keep that in mind. It doesn't look like this, but you can paste it into the ground or you build it from a blueprint and you'll be fine. Now I'm over here. Let's fly over and take a look at this, as I know all of you guys want to do a firing test and see the damage this thing can pack into it. So let's take a look. Now it does use the turret controller block. This means it can be set up for AI use or manual fire. So you can defend your base with AI. That's pretty cool, isn't it? If you know how to use the turret command block, then you know how to do this already. I'm not going to show you in this video just because we're highlighting the grid, not SE's features. So we press number 1 there, and now we're in a turret controller block. Now it looks like the turret's locked here, doesn't it? We can't move it. We need to press 3 and 4. Boop, boop. And there we go, we've unlocked. There's actually something up there in space, but I can't angle the thing around. Regardless though, the turret does actually have a really good angle of movement. We've basically got 360, and we can sort of go up this high, which is still quite high, not fully up there. So you're going to need some ships to come down in range, or maybe having these in like a staggered formation would make sense. Still, it's very nice. Right. We need to turn the railguns on. Boom. And now we're going to pick our target. So this is Mr. Venom's RCSP Langley. If you've been around the Captain Jack channel for a couple of years, you know the ship. It's quite famous. We're going to blow some holes in it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh, we sheared off a whole engine. That was pretty good. Okay, we're going to need a couple more shots to actually down the ship, as it is quite... it's built quite well. Unfortunately, one of the downsides is we do need to wait for the railguns to recharge. So you see here, even if it's still on, they are charging about 43 seconds. So with the power of video editing, I'll be back in a second. Okay, it's charged. We can fire again. I reckon we aim for the front engines and just keep firing, shouldn't we? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's aim for that engine there. Oh, wow, we sheared off the whole engine bay. Okay, whoops, that's definitely gone down there. And it looks like we should just take another. I reckon if we take out that one there at the front, this one, we'll actually be able to ground the carrier. But my point being, and I'll talk over this while the railguns are recharging, it's essentially that if you've got a ground invasion force approaching, or rather an invasion force from orbit approaching, a couple of these turrets could easily ground a troop deployment thing, a frigate, a carrier, something like this. This is obviously a carrier in front of us right now, and we're just turning off its Atmo engines. A couple of key critical shots with a railgun. Now this is presuming someone's not using modded weapons or shields, you'd be able to inflict some serious damage to it. However, the only thing to take into account is an approaching invading ship typically carries its own weapons. Therefore, you're going to need to defend yourself. We do have small interior turrets around this installation to defend against projectiles like missiles, but still you can get Gatling fire and cannons. That's something to take into account. So keep that in mind. Firing again. I'm not sure if we sheared it off or not. Oh well, we'll have to take another fire. My point being is, one thing I would have done with this grid, and I can highlight this while we're recharging, is I probably would have had more heavy armor along here, just so we can protect ourselves a bit better. That's something to keep in mind. But again, it's the creator's personal choice, so, you know, maybe you guys can modify it if you really want to. Obviously, don't upload it without their permission, but it's just some food for some thought, I think. Okay, let's try for one final shot. I'm thinking Let's just double check they are charged. They're turned on as well. Yeah, we're charged. If we aim for this back section here, I'm wondering like above there. Yeah, we did it. Okay, go to spectator camera. I want to see this crashing down. So do you guys. So we took out quite a few engines. The ship's going down. Now, is it going to hit the rock? It might do. Yep, it has done. Uh-oh. Actually, it may stop falling. I think, uh-oh, it's going to. Or is it? No, it's still going. I love that this is a grid review, but also it's blowing up ships for the fun of it. I know you guys come here for this content, so here we are. Leave a like if you enjoy ships blowing up in these videos, because we'll do more of it. Venom, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry, but also not at the same time. Well, there you go. That's a good demonstration of this invasion repellent weapon. The dual railgun there, putting a swift end to the Langley carrier. It's pretty impressive. If you want to check these out, they are available via the Steam Workshop. You can download them and play with them. In the meantime, I've been Captain Jack. This has been Space Engineers. Again, if you want to check us out, the link is down below in the Steam video description. Or you can come test it on a public server like mine. Click that Discord link. It's also down there, and you can see it in action. I'll see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.